What's up, everyone? Chuckwell Observatory here. I've got your astronomical events for April 2013, or what's left of it. Start off with April 20th is going to be Astronomy Day. Basically, Astronomy Day is it's an annual two-part event designed to increase public awareness about astronomy. Basically, astronomy clubs and societies, planetariums, observatories, I think even some museums across the country will be sponsoring events on this date related to astronomy. If you want to find out some more information, go to the Astronomical League's website at www.astroleague.org to find out some more information about Astronomy Day and its related events. And you can also find astronomy clubs in your area on that website too. And I'm sure most astronomy clubs will have something going on that date. And the second day for Astronomy Day will be in October 12th. April 21st and 22nd, we have the Lyrid meteor shower. This meteor shower is generated by the remains of the dust tail of Comet C/1861 G1 Thatcher. The radiant for this particular meteor shower will be in the constellation Lyra, which is why it's called the Lyrids. And this shower will produce about 10 to 20 meteors per hour. It'll peak on the night of the 21st, the morning of the 22nd. These comets are particularly notable for producing bright dust trails that last for several seconds. Unfortunately, the moon will be just about full during this night, so it'll probably interfere with most of, if not all, of these meteors except for the very brightest ones. So if you do decide to go out there and check it out, you'll just have to be patient, and hopefully you'll get a couple of real nice ones zoom through the sky. Make sure you dress warmly, because even though it's April, when darkness falls, it can still get pretty chilly outside. On April 25th, we're going to be having a partial lunar eclipse. It'll occur when the moon passes through the Earth's penumbra and a portion of the umbra. And this eclipse will be visible in Africa, Europe, and Australia, but unfortunately will not be visible in North America. We'll have to wait till May when we'll get one for our area. I have a link in the description that you can go to for NASA. That'll give you an eclipse map and some more information if you're interested. April 28th will be the opposition of Saturn. At this point, on April 28th, Saturn will be closest to Earth, and therefore it'll be the biggest and brightest in the sky on that night. And it's, of course, the most ideal time to view and photograph Saturn because it's closer to us than any other point of the year. And currently Saturn is tilting its northern hemisphere towards the Earth, thus increasing the visibility of its ring system. And it'll continue to tilt toward Earth for the next few years. When you're looking, features to look for when you're observing or photographing Saturn, you can look for the Cassini division and the inky gap in the rings of Saturn. You can look for some faint cloud banding and some contrast between yellow and blue hues in the atmosphere of Saturn. And also, you can look for the giant hexagon in Saturn's North Pole, which is basically a giant cloud formation that looks like a really big hexagon. I don't know if you can see that visually, but I know it does show up in long exposure photography, so you can give that a try. Some general notes. April 25th, we have a full moon. This one's also known as a seed moon or pink moon. Avoid observing or photographing deep sky objects during this time because the glare, of course, will pretty much wash out any finer details. And if you're going to do any observing of the moon, I recommend using a moon filter to cut down on the glare, because viewing the full moon through a telescope is pretty hard to do. It's very bright. And cut down on that glare and also improve some contrast. And as I said before, unfortunately, we'll be interfering with the Lyrid meteor shower this year. And let's see what else we got here. Okay, Comet L4 Pan-STARRS. Well, it's still visible, but only with optical aid. It's no longer a naked eye object, and it's currently around magnitude 5. Now, for those of you in the higher latitudes of the northern hemisphere, this comet is now circumpolar. And basically what that means is it no longer rises or sets in the sky, but it just seems to rotate around the North Celestial Pole, so it's basically visible all night. Now if we're further south, even though it's not quite circumpolar for us further south, it still can be seen twice in less than a 12-hour period. L4 will set in the northwest horizon in the late evening, and it will rise again in the north-northeast horizon in the dark hours of the early morning. It's currently poised right now to enter the constellation Cassiopeia. So if you want to see the comet, the best time to look would be early in the morning. Further down south, around latitude 30 to 40 degrees, maybe around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, it should start coming up. And of course, if you're higher than that, it should be visible all night. And finally, for anybody who's interested in solar activity, right now there's a pretty large sunspot growing on the sun, sunspot AR1723. It's a brand new sunspot that just kind of popped up over the last few days, but it's growing very rapidly. It's already nearly 100,000 kilometers across, which is 8 times the Earth's diameter, just about. So if you want to see that, look for it in the sun's southern hemisphere. And please make sure that you use caution and proper filters when viewing the sun. Alright, well that does it for April's astronomical events. If anything else pops up, I'll be sure to let you know. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos and clear skies.